everyone, I am Engineer Selassie from Halo Academy and Brain Boosters. Today I'm really thrilled to talk to you about everything you need to know about laptop. About when you think of about laptop, we have CPU, we have GPU, we have RAM, we have hard disk, and we have resolutions, and we have different ports, and we have also the keyboard, the mouse, and all these specifications has a lot of knowledge. It needs a lot of knowledge. So in this video, I'm going to show you all the tools and techniques you need. And starting from this day, you will never ask anyone about the whole idea of buying a laptop, and I'm going to do it, and I'll come back in a minute. Thank you. Our method 14 is GPU Z. Is a lightweight utility designed to give you all information about the video card and the GPU itself. I can open it like this. Once you install it, you can open it like this, and as you can see, GPU card and every information is given. If your card is not here, you can look up here. The sensors, advanced validations. It will take you to the internet, and you can check Intel UHD graphics 620 mobile and key, and as you can see, it will give you system shared and all the graphic processor, integrated GPUs, clock speed, as I told you, all the clock speed and all the information it will give you. So this is Intel UHD. And if you go to sensor, as you see, GPU clock, memory clocks, and everything, GPU loads and memory used. And if you go to advanced tab, and you can see the information, and all in all, you can find every information you need about your GPU. So this is our 14th method, and you can go to this website and you can download it. And the next one is CPU temperature monitor, and this one I will open it now. And what it will do, let me open it first. I have here, and the download link is already attached, already provided in the PDF and the PowerPoint. As you can see, it will open. This is, I have 4 cores, 0, 1, 2, 3, and this is megahertz. It will give you all the information. And as you can see, this is our Intel Core i5-8250U, and the motherboard HP 84A6, and Intel. This is all the information, the chipsets, BIOS and versions, UEFI and BIOS. You can check all. And memory size is 8 GB, and type DDR4. You see, now we have DDR5 as well. Even Core i, my laptop is Core i5 now. There is another. I will show you some other specification, current specifications, very high specs, and clock speeds and modes. Everything is you can see here. The GPU also, as we have seen now, GPU, all the information is given here. There you see the GPU is, because we don't have we have only one GPU, we don't have dedicated, so this is the information we get. So what you can do is now to check. If you come to the main here, you can see sensor. If you click sensor, now it will give you all the information. You see, we have how many, this is the cores, and the physical memory, virtual load, this physical memory loads, the CPU, Intel Core i5-8250U, and we have 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 cores, and every information it will give you. The most important thing is the temperature should not be greater than 90. As you can see now, for me, CPU package is 90. You see, 256 microsecond average of the hottest temperature of digital thermal sensor within the package calculated by the CPU. So now, as per this package, it is 92, 90. It should not be like this, it should be lower. None of this should be above 90. So in this way you can get a lot of information about your CPU, the cores, the CPUs. You can go to CPU package, all the information we can get like this. So this is a very good tool. You can get information about everything you need. So you can check the other things as well. So this is sample and you can use it. And open Cinebench and press a reset button and rerun HW info. You don't want to see temperature above 90 degrees centigrade, as I told you now, because once Cinebench is going, the temperature should not go above 90. Then the method 16, as I told you, we can use command prompt. Very easy to know the information. So what we do, we will open CMD, the command prompt, and what we are going to do is just let me bring it here. And what we are going to do, for example, if you want to know the processor name and architecture, you just simply copy this. Okay, just copy and paste it. Sorry, I didn't copy. Give me time. Just give me a moment. Okay. Just what we do, we just simply copy this command. Okay, copy this command and come here and Control V. Then enter. You see, architecture, this is name, Intel, this Core ITM i5-8250 CPU 1.6 gigahertz. That is the other thing you should know is the processor speed. So Control C and Control V. As you can see, maximum clock speed 1801. So all the clock speeds, the cores, the hertz, everything is very important. And the manufacturer, if you want to know number of cores, copy this code and paste it here. You see, number of cores, we have 4. The same is true. If you don't want to come here, you can come here, performance. Here the core is also 4, but you can see like this. If you want to know the manufacturer, just Control C and Control V. You see manufacturer, GNU Intel. Okay, GNU Intel. Sorry. And what about CPU temperature? The temperature we have seen now, but what we do, Control C and Control V. You see, error. Description access denied. Yeah. Okay. Maybe the way I write. Wait. Here, what we do. Wait. Let's make it like this. Let's make it like this. Copy this and paste it. Okay, again success. Okay, anyways, you can use like that. And if you need the other thing, what you can do is just system info, this one, just copy this sys info and paste it here. Now as you can see, it is running and it will give you the overall information of you see system info. System info will give you host name, again operating system name, operating system versions, Microsoft corporation, configuration, operating system type, registered owner, product ID, ownership, everything, you see. And original installation date is this one. So to check that your computer is not fake or something, once you know this original install date, as you can see 2020 March 3rd 8:07:53 AM, this was the original. So what you can do is you can go to your here, for example, let me go here, let me open my computer, and as you can see these are the documents. Just open and check properly when this was created. Okay, just to check, for example, this was created December 6, 0209. Let me check other, for example, picture property December 6, you see, property December 6. So in this PC it shows us it was December 6, okay, but the original date of operating system was March. So you can get information that there is some problem with your laptop. Okay, this is one way of checking how you have a problem. System model, as you can see, system type, processor, one processor, and Intel 64 family, and you have everything. Memory, you see 8 GB available physical memory, everything is given here. So you can go ahead and see the rest of it, but this is how we can we will know. Okay, this is how CMD command use this. Okay, the next one, detail hard disk drive specification, because basically we were talking all the tools and the techniques. It was a mix for the CPU and RAM and for the hard disk drive, but let's go through and see this as well. So as you can see, the hard disk drive means, don't be confused, we have RAM and we have hard disk drive, we have the primary memory and we have the secondary memory. This one is the secondary memory, okay, and it is maybe disk or SSD. So, or it's maybe it's a mix both. So hard disk drive, we have to check the speed that the drive is responsible for the storage of data instruction that laptop uses. The type of hard disk drive and its capacity will determine how much data the laptop can store. And the type of drive, usually traditional hard disk drive or solid state drive. We have HDD or SSD. So, and the capacity is measured in gigabyte and the speed is measured in revolution per minute. It's best to get a laptop with at least a 500 gigabyte hard drive, or no, 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte also is advisable, but minimum 5 GB drive or 120 GB solid state drive is advisable. This is advisable. When you buy, try to see it, but always you should go higher. For example, 500 GB SSD. It's expensive, but it's better to go to 500. And this one is 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, or you can mix together. You can use your HSD or the HDD drive for some amount like 1 terabyte and 250 GB, like you can use solid state drive. This is just, I brought it here to show you. Some people maybe they don't have idea of what is 500 gigabyte or whatever byte. So as you know, computer they know only 0 and 1s, bytes and bits. So our memory reads only 0 and 1s. So when we say 64 gigabyte, how many bytes we have? Okay, so it will give us an idea that what does it mean in GB, for example. What does it mean 32 GB, 64 GB? What does it mean? That means we have this amount of bytes, okay? To the power of 30, to the power of 31, to the power of 32, like that, okay? To power of 30. If your laptop is 32 gigabyte, that means to the power of 35 bytes. This is the byte. This is the kilobyte, megabyte, gigabytes, and terabytes. So this table will help you to visualize what is memory. Now, as we have seen how to test hard disk drive speed on Windows 11 and 10 computers, you can test hard disk drive speed on your right and this read, okay, computer by installing free HDD read and write speed test softwares. We have the following HDD speed test software. For example, let me start from Nova Bench. For example, okay, let me try. We have Nova Bench here. So I'm opening it now. So once it's opening, I will show you how it will work. And we have also disk HD10, we have disk check, sys gauge, and so on. So as you can see, last time 1 day ago I just checked my results. This is Intel Core i5-8250 is my laptop, and temperature, battery, or everything you want to know about the CPU, GPU. You see my GPU is 1 GB because it's not dedicated, and memory 8 GB, DDR4 storage. You see I have this storage 1 terabyte. So if you want to know for yourself, you simply start, then what it does, running CPU tests, and it will start testing. Okay, it will start testing, and now about 2 minutes remaining, and it will give us this Nova Bench. They have a paid version and free version. If you go for paid version, and you can get full information about the benchmarking, because once you know your computer performance, then you have to compare it with other people, millions of people who are using the same spec as you. What is the level of CPU, the clock speed, and the other criteria, okay? The CPU core, how many cores are there, the clock speed, and so on. And the same is true for RAM, and the same is true for your secondary memory as well. So these tools are very important, and it's already almost completing testing 7 of 11, and about 2 minutes are remaining. Once it's completed, I'll show you. It will show us the result. It will show us the result, and until this one finish, let me show you the other one. This is sys gauge. This is also the software. It's already included in the presentation, and everything is there. You can download it in your laptop, and you can see everything. For example, if you want to monitor the CPU, you see this is CPU now, total CPU usage, last minute, and as you can see, CPU interruption time, CPU interrupt rate, and CPU frequency 1600 Hertz, and C1 low power time, C2 low power time, and everything. So as you can see, total CPU usage, all CPUs 33% is using, and kernel is the operating system, interrupt time, interrupt rates, and as you can see, we have CPU 1, CPU 2, and CPU 8. This one is don't be confused, this is the concept of virtualization. Virtualization means this is a new concept. As if you open here, for example, you see virtualization is enabled already here. That means all operating systems, current operating systems, they if you have one CPU, of course in this device only one CPU is installed, but the operating system virtualizing it and make it infinite number of CPUs. For example, any program running in this laptop, it assumes that it has its own CPU, okay, its own CPU. So that's why, for example, it will not if you see here the processes, if you have one CPU, you cannot run multiple programs, okay, you cannot run multiple programs, but you can run anything. You can watch movie, you can see window media player, you can open application, any application, because the operating system virtualizes the CPU, and each program when it is running, it assumes that it's having its own CPU. That is the concept of virtualization. That's why we are seeing here 8 CPUs. Anyways, we can see the total usage and the kernel, interrupt time, and everything. That the memory, you can monitor the memory as well. As you can see, memory usage is 34%, free memory, used memory, and other issues are also included in the cache. And here also, cache means a memory inside the CPU, and processor monitoring, process monitoring as well. You can check the processes here, and CPU usage, and everything you can see. System analyzer, disk monitor, even the disk you can monitor it, and it will give you information. So you can use this tool as well. And as you can see, the report is already reached, and as you can see, clock speed was 2.9 gigahertz, and varied workload, compression, blah blah. GPU results here, the CPU score was 342, and this is 13. Storage score was 22, memory score was 163, peak speed and everything. So everything is reported, but I will show you. So total score was 540. So once you get your score, you have to go to some sites in the benchmarking, and we have to check. But this one is paid versions. So as you can see, you have to pay for this to use these versions. So in this way, we can check. The other one, HD10. So this one is already sys gauge. And for example, HD10, we can open HD10 also. I have HD10 here. We can open it. Yes, you see, HD10 also very nice. And this is benchmark, information, health, error. For example, this is the total gigabyte of your memory. Then if in your memory, because in the memory address, this is one address, because 1 byte is 8 bits, okay, each bit is here. So if you want to check, you just start scanning, okay. Then once you see when it's okay, then each memory address and each memory location is scanned like this, okay. Then all what you see is this one is the memory, your memory. In our case is our memory, okay. So it will scan like this, okay. It will scan like this. Then we can leave it. We will come back later. And the other is CPU ID. Also we have CPU ID. CPU ID, we can open this one also, and this one also give us a lot of information about our CPU. As you can see, our CPU is this one, Intel Core i5 at 1.6 gigahertz. This is speed, and the clock speed is very important in CPU. And you can go to main board and you can see the information, the memory, DDR4, DDR3, there is a lot of, so DDR4 frequency, as you can see the frequency is here and all the information is given here. You can see slot 1, slot 2. This is GPU. Our GPU is Intel RUHD graphics 620 and revision is 7. So in this way you can get a lot of information about your system, your laptop. So this is the other tool, and we have also, I showed you this system, this disk check. Okay, disk check. Okay, disk mark. I think disk mark. Okay, disk mark. Also we can check it. As you can see, disk mark also. First we have to check. Me, I have C and D partition. So let me say C. So chunk size is this one, and input this iteration this. Then once you start, then it will give you. It will start checking your system. Okay, the hard disk, and it will write and write, because this is hard disk drive, you know, we are writing and reading data. So the most important thing is writing performance and reading performance should be checked. So this will give us. So once it's finished, and so iteration is this one. Total data set size is 2.5 GB. Byte per iteration is 8 megabytes. Per iteration input output per iteration 128. All touch, and this one. Chunk size also 64 kilobyte. As you can see, disk time 43.21 seconds, and average is this one. Minimum reading performance and writing. So once we know the reading performance and writing performance, then we know the performance of our hard disk drive, because this is the component, the CPU, the RAM. This is complete now. So you see, disk time is 43.21 seconds, and disk time was 28 seconds. So this is the reading performance, and this is the writing performance. This one is last 22.13 megabyte per second. Average was 66.58 megabyte per second. In this way we can check. And the other is this one. I think we saw it already. I think. Yeah, if it's important, I can open this one. ATTO disk. We can open it like this. As you can see, we can check which one is for us. Me, I have CD. I don't have CD, and C, I can check C, and direct input output. Then start. Then this will start scanning our system, the hard disk drive, and it will give us. So we will come back. Let's go here. As you see, this one is scanning. It will continue until it finishes. So we can stop it, and in this way we can find the health of the information, the benchmark, and everything. We will come back here, and disk mark, HD10, disk check, and sys gauge, and Nova bench, everything we saw it. Now using useful hard disk CMD command, we can use the CMD command. But before that, SSD condition, we can use this tool, Crystal Disk Info tool. I think I installed it. Okay, no, yeah, Crystal Disk Info. We can I can show you. Okay, so this is Disk Info, Crystal Disk Info. So if I double click, I can open it here. Okay, for SSD system, we can use Crystal Disk Info tool, and once it opens, I put the link in the system, and you can check it. And you see this one, it's scanning write and read. It will give us the write and read combinations. Okay, the write and read combination. This is test result. Read, write is read. So now currently what I am doing, it shows me the write and read combinations. You see, so it will continue like that. I think this one is we will come when it's open. Anyways, this Crystal, this is very important. Take this tool in your flash and open it in the laptop and check the condition. It will show how much data was read and write in the disk. If it is within 10 terabyte range, it's good. So I think try to open it, but let me go Crystal disk. Okay, it opens already. So this is Crystal Disk Info. You just take it with flash, and as you can see, it will give you rotation rate. You see, rotation rate and power on count and power on hours. It will give you every information. So as you can see, rotation rate also given for me. If my system was SSD, then it will give me here the value of how much memory, how much data was write and delete in this system. And as per the recommendation of here, as per the recommendation, 10 terabyte of range is advisable. Okay, when you buy a laptop, in the disk, you see how much data was read and write in the disk. If it is within 10 terabyte range, it's preferred. It's not mandatory, but it is an advice. So it has the condition and the temperature, everything is given. So you can take this with yourself, and you can see the graphs. No graphs is here, thermal, zoom, functions, and everything. So this is the other tool you need. And take care, this should be less than 90. HDD condition, as you can see, HD10, as I showed you here, HD10. Hard disk utility, the speed is measured in revolution per minute, and 5400 revolution is most standard, and 7200 revolution per minute is advanced case. Okay, and advantage of SSD with 8 to 10 times effective and effective than HDD on read and write data, but it's expensive. The cost is like, when you buy 1 terabyte of HDD, it's like you can buy only 250 gigabyte of SSD. So it's expensive, but it's worth it. Okay, high read and write speed, the advantage, high reliability, performance, low power consumption, easy of use, and durability. So if you want to check again with the command line, if you don't need any tool, what you do is simply open the command prompt open the command prompt, and what we do as for example, if you want to see the size of the hard disk, you simply copy this command, copy and paste it. You see, this is the size. And if you want to see free hard disk space, the free hard disk space, you simply copy this command and paste it here. You see? Again, if you want to see the model, the manufacturer of the disk, if you want to see, you simply copy this one, copy and paste. You see? And the model, if you want to see the model, you simply copy and paste. This is the model. And if you want to see the interface type, you simply copy this one and paste it. So in this way you can use in this way you can use to check the hard disk drives. Okay, this is another technique. Now RAM specification, read access memory. We talk a lot about it, but RAM is an important part of any laptop, because RAM means it is in the middle, because every CPU, the processor took all data it needs from the RAM. That RAM is only 8 GB, as you know. So to run any applications, you cannot put all the application in RAM, because the RAM is only 8 GB. You cannot. So, but you have secondary memory which is 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte, or you have SSD. So whatever it needs, it will take from there. So the RAM speed, the RAM size has huge impact on the performance of our CPU. The RAM is an important part of any laptop. It's responsible for storing data and instruction for the laptop to use, the processor basically. The amount of RAM a laptop has will determine how quickly it can run a program. If you plan to use the laptop for gaming or other intensive tasks, you will need more RAM than if you are just using the laptop basic tasks. So when looking at RAM specification, you should look at the type of RAM, the speed, the capacity. The type of RAM is usually either DDR3, DDR4, now we have DDR5 as well, okay? The speed is measured in megahertz and the capacity is measured in gigabyte. It is best to get a laptop with at least 8 GB of RAM, that is minimum. Important consideration, the processor speed and the RAM goes hand in hand. That means if you have high processor speed and low RAM, then your computer might freeze because there is no enough memory space, because the processor is high speed, okay? And on the other hand, if you have high RAM and low processor speed, then your computer will be lower. So as much as possible, try to match the RAM and the CPU. That is another point. So as you can see, RAM size 8 GB, type DDR4 or DDR3. So if it is DDR4, better than DDR. Always the higher is the better, okay? Speed megahertz, like 1800 up to 2000 megahertz, and check whether the RAM is expandable or not. These are very important. And as usual, I have the command here plus window R and command prompt, and you can use these commands very easily. For example, if you open sysinfo, I showed you, we have seen that, but this info will give us everything we need about our laptop, the RAM, everything. This is total installed RAM, where is the RAM, for example, total physical memory 8 GB, you see, available is this one. So it will give us the size. And RAM manufacturer, if you want to know the manufacturer, you just copy this and paste it here. So SKMX. RAM type, if you want to know the type of the RAM, the chips, then this memory type there. And RAM speed is very important, like clock speed in CPU. So you see 2400. So in this way we can check our RAM, we can check our CPU as well, the clock speed and everything, and that is the way. Now can you compare your, once now we get our benchmark, like the CPU speed, the CPU the size, the cores, and the secondary memory, whether it is HDD or SDD, 1 terabyte or 250. And once we know the RAM, 8 GB, the speed, everything, once we know that, then we have to check our standard, our system with other millions of other users. So we can check, okay, CPU benchmark result with others. So for that purpose, you can compare your score. Once you get your score, you can check it with the other sample, the same specification with you. So these are pass marks. For example, if you take this pass mark, just if you open it in browser, let me open it here, then we will see. And user benchmark as well, it will give us the benchmark, CPU Z and CPU Z and Geekbench also. It will give us the expected benchmark. Okay, until it opens, user benchmark, I have it here, I think. Okay, let me open it. User benchmark. Yeah, I have it here. Open. So what it does is the user benchmark check CPU benchmark. You can go to here, this website. Okay, and so this user benchmark. So okay, now the user benchmark is opening. So what we are going to do, this is user benchmark, and so what we do, this is the window mode. Okay, check compatibility. Then what we are going to do, it's okay, this is okay. Now it started, you see. Now it is checking everything, the CPU, the RAM, the secondary memory. It's checking. Once testing drivers, all the drivers in the system. This is HDD, SSD, everything, gathering driver informations, launching core drive, sequential write, all the information is given here. Now graphical processor unit, it will open its own game and it will check the graphics, you see. It will check the GPU performance. 4%. It will check again the CPU performance. It's playing game and it checks all the frame rates. Now we are in the 77%, 78. So 19 seconds is left. Great. So good. Okay, so once it's finished, then you have to open benchmark result. So once you open the benchmark result, it will give you amazing report in your browser. As you can see, it's opening the result. This is userbenchmark.com, user run. As you can see, performance report. So test your PC. For me, I don't have SSD. HDD, I have HDD. Gaming, desktop, everything. Then it will come here. Then it will give you everything. For example, PC status. Overall, this PC is performing way below expectation, 5th percentile. This means that out of 100 pieces with exactly the same component, 85 performed better. The overall PC percentile is the average of each of its individual components. Use the chart on the benchmark section of this report to identify problem area. You see, this is a laptop. This is 2.5 gigabyte free of 8 GB, 2.4 GB hertz, the memory, and display is 1366766 32-bit color, operating system, BIOS, and this is the RAM duration. So the graphics also 4.36%, too low to play 3D games. Use CAD package. Boot drive, the boot partition located in a mechanical or hybrid drive. Moving the system to SSD will yield far faster boot time, better system, you see. And memory 8 GB is enough. RAM and operating system is also not bad. Background, very high background, CPU 79%. High background CPU reduce benchmark accuracy. How to reduce background CPU? You can go and check. And as you can see, performance, Intel i5-8252. This is my laptop. Relative performance, benchmarking complete. You see, it's 26%. It's almost in the poor area. And this is how core, first core, second core. You see, 8 core. Again, GPU, Intel. Performance is given here. Performing below expectation. This is HDD, performing way below expectation, 8th percentile. You see, memory kit performing way below expectation. So these are the things you should check, and you have to check. This is level 1, level 2, level 3 CPU cache and memory. Dynamic DIMM access nanosecond. You see, so this is full report. This is full report, and you can see things. So in this way, you can check. You can check. So we exit here, and this one also I have to exit. So as you can see, user benchmark will give us full information about what you need. to compare your result on this website, you can search for your CPU model and find its benchmark score. Then you can, this one is for passmark. Yeah, let's go here passmark. Once you go passmark, you have to find your CPU type. For example, what you need is search for CPU model, then you have to write your spec here. Okay, you have to write your spec here, CPU list. For example, for us, what was the spec for us? CPU monitor, is there any other? Okay, CPU, okay, so what we do, just give me, this is the one, just copy this, what I need is CPU version. Physical memory, this Intel dual band. So what we do, so what I am going to do, copy this and I'll go there and paste it. So you see, once you give search, wait, I found it last time. Intel, you can do like this. Intel, and this. Let's go here. Core i5. You see, you can go Core i5 and Intel Core i5. That's right. Core i5. 8250. Like this, you can go like this, Core i5. I found it last time. anyways, you go like this and find your model. Find your model, and once you click it, and it will show up here, and you will see the rank, and you will check. Okay, this is how you should do. Okay, so let's go back. RAM. Okay, so we see now the benchmarking. So this is the benchmarking as I showed you, and then resolution GPU configuration. For GPU configuration, GPU Z, it will give us. So recommended GPU graphical processing during configuration detail of the laptop. HD, we have high definition, full high definition, and ultimate. So most of the time HD, and this one is recommended, and this is the size, and you can use the same thing, the same command, and you can find. Now if you want to check online, what we are going to do, we're going to open this, copy and paste it here, and what you do, it will give us dead pixel check. Okay, this is the online dead pixel check, and once you are ready, you just, as you can see, clean the screen gently with a soft close and start test. Press F1 if your browser not full screen, and automatically press escape to go out, and click left mouse, okay, or press space to change the test. Okay, so let's start. This is white, you see there is no, this is black, this is red, this is green, this is blue, white. So as you can see, this is how we check here. Okay, this is how we check. So in this way you can check. Then black light bleed, if you want to check any bleed which some light come from your screen, you want to go to the dark place, and you go the same site and make it black, and try to see whether there is some light is coming out of your screen. If that is the case, then you have to consider it as a problem. Then we have also GPU frame per second, and this one also you can take this copy and go to this side, this side. Then you see MSI after burn, it will give you all the detail you need. They have everything, so you can check there. And battery recommended check. So the battery, as I showed you, most of the time battery status should be like this, but if you want to see, you can open what you do. Battery status cycle count 125 until 150 is considered as good compared to the maximum of 400 500. So you have to check the cycle count, okay, the cycle count, and if it is in this range, okay, or a minimum of 3 hours is expected. So you can use this command if you need the whole report. Okay, this one copy, then we can go here and we can paste it and wait. So you see the live report saved here. Then copy this HTML and go to your browser, your any file, and paste it. Then this is the battery report. As you can see, sometimes it will not give you, but the cycle count, you have to find the cycle file, and it should be 150 to 200, okay, and design capacity and everything, recent usage status. This should give you the information you need about the battery, the history and everything. Okay, now The other is we have to check the keyboard, mouse, the outer part of the laptop, touch and pen input, USB, Bluetooth, drivers, audio, firewall, BIOS, printer, operating system, network recommendation check. All this should be checked. So open, if you tasks to be performed by laptop buyer, if you want to check the keyboard, just simply open Word and write everything, okay, alphabet and everything. Check the outer part of the laptop if there is any crack or broken parts, and in the laptop if there is anything, you have to check that. Open Paint, okay, Paint application, and draw any color you want to check all part of the screen working properly, because if it is touch screen and you have to draw and see whether if for example we have Paint here, we can open Paint, and what we will do, just make it like this, and this is touch screen. So what you do, you can do, for example, this one, and you can draw, for example, the size. No, we can change this, and this one, sorry. So try to draw like this, okay? But it's better, it would have been great to check everywhere, and this side also should be checked, okay? If it is touch screen, you have to make it full, yeah, like this, and you have to draw. If there is anywhere some problem, then that will be a problem, okay? And apart from this, ports and display output, USB type A port, C port, SD card readers, like this. We have SD card readers, ports, VGA ports, and any other ports you have to check as per your need. Take a flash with you and you can check. And if you want to check this, for example, keyboard, you can use this command. You simply copy this, as I told you, and paste it here. Keyboard, mouse. Again, for the mouse we will go and check, and the mouse, but what you do, you can copy this and we have to paste it here, you see, but it's not founding. But audio also, you have to check this, copy this, you have to take earphone, and you can check, you see, it will give you information. Intel R display audio, high definition audio device, this, all the information is given. And continue like this, okay? Operating system, as I showed you, you have to use system. And useful commands, operating systems, drivers, USB. For example, if you want to know the USB, you just copy this and paste it here, okay, like this. It will give you all the USB. And Bluetooth also, you can take this command, copy, and you can paste it here. It will give you the Bluetooth parameter. Firewall, printer, BIOS, username. I hope you know this. You can copy this. Sorry. Copy. Paste. Who am I? Then it will give you your name. So in this way you can do. But the other mouse, if you want to check your mouse also, what we do, the same, we take this, copy, and we paste it here. And once you open this website, what you have to do, time up, and let's restart, for example. Now once you have to go and click like this, like game, you have to play like this. Whenever you see, go and check like this, sorry, wherever you see the accuracy. Yes, then as you see the result will come. So target was 52, 46 hit, 6 miss, normal click was 47, 46 hit, 1 miss, click accuracy is 98%, target efficiency 88%, total score 273, and you can find so the keyword, the mouse. How to check your laptop is refurbished or not? Sometimes this is very important. So the method one is CMD command. So what we are going to do is open the CMD command in system info, then check the original install date of the operating system, then go to computer and right click any of the folder and go to the property to check the date of creation. As I showed you there. So what we are going to do, info, system info, this one, we just open it. Then what we see, the original install date of the operating system. Okay, for example, the original install date of the operating system is this one. Okay, March, there was 3rd of March 2022. So what you do, by default you go to this computer, and once you go to this computer and you have to check this, when was this created. This was created December 6 to 2019, you see. So this will tell you something about your system. Okay, this is the first thing. The second thing is using ms info 32 command. What we do is open this, then write ms info 32, then you go here, then after this you see this system SQA. If you see the hash symbol, okay, the R followed by the hash symbol, then your laptop is refurbished. Okay, because this is hash, in front of hash there is R, so that is the refurbished. So this is the two methods. Okay, using system SQ, check the number, and if there is a hash symbol followed by R, then your laptop was refurbished. So this will tell you something. As you see, my laptop was refurbished. Warranty status and recommendation check. So this is also very important, recommended checks, warranty status, because all famous companies have online warranty verification page to know the exact date of purchase of the laptop. There are two types of warranty, global warranty and domestic warranty. And on-site warranty, the technician will come to your location, and regular warranty, you need to take your laptop to the center, okay, for work. Then what you do is check the serial number and the service tag number in your laptop, express service code of the laptop in the site. Then you can know the exact model number and the date of purchase. So when you buy second hand, you know how many years this laptop was used. Go to the manufacturer website page like HP, Lenovo, and check the required detail. Again, check the operating system install date and go to my computer and check the date of creation. Indirect method. Okay, operating system and software pre-installed in operating system is cheap, and which kind of operating system you need, it depends on you. Linux is very good, Unix is very good, and I will make a video next time how to install Linux, Unix, and in the virtual machine, and we will see. So to give you some idea, some sample laptop specifications. For example, this is sample one. As you can see, Core i5 6th generation and 2.3 GHz CPU, 8 GB DDR RAM. Okay, this is for RAM, 8 GB, 4 GB upgrade, 1 TB HDD. You see, 5400 RAM per second. This means a lot. Okay, the clock speed, everything you have to check. And as you can see, Samsung SSD is upgraded. This is hybrid HDD and SSD, and the screen also 156-inch screen HD, Nova G4940M GPU, Windows 10 operating system, blah blah. You see, sample 2. When you come to sample 2, 1.5-inch full HD. This is the size 1920-1080 laptop, Intel Core i5-1135 G7, 8GB RAM, 256GB SSD, Windows 10, natural silver, blah blah. You see, size 1.6-inch, color, hard disk drive is 22,500, GPU, CPU, Intel Core i5 installed, RAM size is 8, operating system. Again, sample 3, as you can see, is the same full HD, Core i5 and gigahertz, Intel, 8GB DDR4, you see, and SSD also. This one USB port types, C port, A port, all these things are here. Then sample 4 also. M2 Max gets crashed by RTX 4090 and i9. Imagine i9, okay? There is i9 1398HX laptop. This is gaming laptop, very nice. ROG Strix SCAR 18 Intel i9 13980HC CPU, 65 watts, okay? Maxed out clock, total 240 watt, boost up 5.5 GHz, 24 cores. 24 cores, and you see, P cores and 16 E cores, 32GB DDR5, as you see, DDR5, and so on. So this is gaming laptops, 24. You see here, 2 TB plus 2 TB PCL. This is 4 M2 SSD, right? This kind of things will give you idea. And while now M2 MX Max and this RTX 4090, they are very nice, and they are controlling, and webcams, all these things go through and see the graphics, and anything you need you can find here. Okay, this is just for your information. This is also sample 5, 10th generation Core i5 13 and blah blah, the same DDR6. You see, DDR6, we have DDR6. And this one also GeForce RTX 3080 graphic card, DDR6 and ROG Boost technology, okay, with this one. And AMD, now it's not Intel, you have to differentiate that. Intel Core i7, and this is also another ROG, this is also SCAR 17 inch, and capacity display 360Hz refresh rate, GeForce RTX 3072T graphics card, Intel Core i9 processor, 14 cores, as you can see, 5GB up to 12th generation processor up to, and Nvidia. Go through and you can see it. This is also sample 9, this is sample 10, and the last one is Rider G78HX and M2 Max Mac Pro, M16-inch Mac Pro, MacBook Pro, and this is Core i9 13980HK8 performance, 16 efficiency, Nvidia RTX 4090 laptop, 16GB GDDR6, 32GB DDR5 RAM, this SSD 17-inch, this one, blah blah. Cinebench R23 CPU performance, result 30,543, weight 6.8 IB, price around 3,800. This one, the Cinebench R23 CPU performance is 14,000, almost half. You see, and the weight is 4.7 and the price is 3,892. And 12 core CPU, 8 performance, 4 efficiency, 38 core GPU, 64 GPU, unified memory 400 gigabyte per second, 1 terabyte NVMe and SSD. So these are some of the points. So just to wrap up, as we try to see, before you buy your laptop, try to check the USB port, CD-ROM, check the headphone, play the video and check the display, install and play games to check its RAM, turn on your mobile hotspot and check Wi-Fi drive, check the webcam by capturing some photos, keep laptop laid in 30 degrees angle. If it fails down, there is a problem. Press each and every key, check the touchpad, is it working properly or not, and check every screw, scratch and everything in the outside. Finally, restart the laptop and see if the battery consumes more than 3% charge, then consider it as a problem. Processor, look for a laptop with a modern and powerful processor, Intel Core i5 or i7, i9 or AMD Ryzen 5 or 7 are good. RAM, at least 8 GB of RAM is recommended for most users, but if you plan on running multiple programs simultaneously working with large file, consider 16 GB or more. Storage, a solid state drive is recommended, faster booter time and application loading. Look for at least 256 GB of storage, but 512 GB or more is recommended. Display, a high resolution display with good color accuracy and viewing angle is recommended. And 1080p resolution good for most users, but if you need you can go for 4K. Graphics, integrated graphics are fine for most users, but if you plan gaming or working with graphic intensity application, look for a laptop with dedicated graphics. Battery life, if you need a laptop for travel, working on go, look for a laptop with a longer battery life, at least 8 hours more. Portability, if you need a laptop that is easy to carry around, consider a light and thin laptops. Ultrabooks and 2-inch laptops are very good. Connectivity, make sure the laptop has all the necessary ports for your needs, such as USB, HDMI and Ethernet. And as a conclusion, by following the step outlined in this presentation, you can ensure that you get the best laptop for your need. You should use CMD command lines to check the specification of the laptop and make sure that it also has enough RAM, CPU and hard disk drive for your need. By using CMD command line and the tool provided here, you can also make sure that the laptop is functioning properly and that all of its components are working correctly. With the right information and knowledge, you can get the best laptop of your need. For more CMD command I generated on Tom app, you may refer the below. So if you go this website, copy and paste it here. I will put it in the description below, and everything I generated you can find it here. Okay, this is Halo Academy and Brain Boosters, and if you see this is all the introduction part, everything is put. As you can see, all the command lines are here, and RAM specifications and all the command lines here. This is also CPU specification and the command lines here, and hard disk drive and the command lines, and everything is here, and how to check the refurbished or not, and how to test the hard drives, and all the tools used here. And this is for benchmarking, and this is for sample laptops. This is sample laptops, all the sample laptops, and this is some Cinebench results. So check your result also and compare with yourself in this benchmark site. And this is what you should do. Conclusion. So I will post this down below, and by doing so, I hope this presentation was helpful, and for next time, try to like, comment, and subscribe in our channel, and we will try to come up with latest another video as well. And thank you so much. I really appreciate it.